was easy. That was easy.
How about that? How you guys doing? I'm back for the last hour of trading. It's Uncle Bruce here, Stock Markets with Bruce. Welcome to the show. What's going on with GameStop? What's happening here? Why is GameStop going down when it should be going up? This isn't fair, is it? The stock reached 153 for the low. It's right now 158.69. Did you get the dip? It's been dipping all day. I don't know how you know what the dip is. It's just a kind of a crazy, goofy thing. What can I tell you, kids? GameStop is just not being nice to us today. That's all I can tell you. 158.54 on 7.9 million volume. Very quiet. Not a lot going on. And there you have it. No news, no updates. It is recovering somewhat at the moment, but will it really do much of a recovery? I don't know. The market is pretty good. The Dow is up 145 points, near the high of the day. This is record high territory. S&P 500 up 12.5 points, record territory. The NASDAQ is up 4 points. I was saying to you earlier, I thought it would have an update today. Not a great big thing, but it was down 100 something this morning as far as the NASDAQ goes. Now it's +4, so it's got to recover. This is a Friday. This is such a typical kind of a Friday that I've been used to over the years when I was in the business. You get a little activity in the morning and then not a lot, and then maybe you get some down dips and you get stocks that are going down too far during the day that you're not happy about, and then there's a little recovery at the end, and then it kind of peters along. I don't know. Right here is where we're at. Florian says, I bought 40 more at 154, so hey, way to go. 157.60. Now, over on AMC, awful day today, too. And people ask me all the time, do you notice how the two shares go in tandem? And I'm going today, definitely they're going in tandem, although actually GameStop dropped more in a percentage basis than AMC has, but AMC right now 938. The slump continues for poor old AMC. Volume of 22 million. Low today 924. So 14 cents off the low right now. And I don't know if there's much more upside to it, but this is what we got. It's a lousy day on the market for some stocks, but not too bad for others. I noticed that. For a brief while today, I noticed that IPOE was actually up on the day, was up over 18 again, reached as high as 1826 about an hour and a bit ago, but unfortunately, IPOE gave all that back. It was up, like I say, 1826. It's now 1779. So 21 plus 17, a 47-cent drop in the last hour after reaching the high, backing off, almost reaching another high, and now it's back down again, down 35 cents. Again, this is going to be SoFi and IPOE. They will complete their merger at any moment in time. I'm expecting the exchange to announce their merger to be official, that the stock will trade as SoFi. That could be Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't know, at any time. I would have thought by now we would get the word, but I don't know if we get much of a way of an advance word on it. It might literally be after the market tonight that they announce Monday it'll start trading as SoFi, or after the market Monday that on Tuesday it'll start trading. I'm here. I'm waiting. I'm ready to watch it. I'm ready to cover it. Can't wait for this company to start talking. We'll see what they want to say over there. But otherwise, NAV Side Holdings is up a penny, and Fortress Value is up a penny. Those are the only two SPACs having an update today. Yesterday was the first time since I covered all these SPACs that every single SPAC that I covered had an update at the same time. It's the first time ever. Not happening now, but I mean, there's not a bloodbath going on either. Let's be fair. I mean, none of these guys are getting hammered here to any great extent. But it's a quiet day there. Home Depot is up $3.25. IBM is up 11 cents. The Microsoft up 99, hit a record high again today, all-time high. And Apple at 132, coming back on again for Apple. They were as low as that 118 range a little while ago, 116 actually. 145 is the all-time high for Apple, still $13 away, but I think that's where it's headed. I think that's where Apple is going. In the next week or two, Apple might well hit new highs as this market keeps getting stronger. Yep, we are up on the date. Bridget, hi there. GameStop should partner with AMC and start showing their gaming competitions on the big screens. Both companies are supported by apes. Well, Bridget, there are loyal shareholders for each company, but GameStop does not want to have anything to do with AMC. It would completely destroy their financials. GameStop only owes total debt is less than $300 million. That's the total debt that GameStop carries. It's less than $300 million. AMC is carrying billions and billions and billions in debt. I thought it was $6 billion, but apparently, reading yesterday, read something about AMC, and it's more like $11 billion in debt that they actually have on their books. It is pretty severe how much debt the company actually carries on its finances. AMC has got some real issues when it comes to the amount of debt income or debt that they're carrying as a company. Not good. So no way would AMC or GameStop want to be part of this company because there would be they would just be drowning in all kinds of debt financing. It's not what they want to have. So, yeah, no can do. They might maybe. I can see a partnership like a deal where GameStop would say to AMC, we're thinking of having a tournament, and maybe a US based tournament, and we'd like to have people come in live to play the tournament, and we'd like to set up some gaming centers, for that. And maybe they would rent they would take over an AMC theater, maybe in LA or in Phoenix or in a series of cities, maybe 5 or 6 cities at the same time, maybe 8 cities, and then have a live tournament played, at AMC theaters. But the logistics of setting that up would be very expensive, and for AMC, it might be 4 or 5 days of shutdown while all these wires are brought in and Wi-Fi systems and who knows what. I kind of wonder how you can pull something like that off. I mean, it is extremely expensive to organize. You have to market it. For GameStop to have a tournament at, say, maybe like a big hall, like a big room, like a giant hotel convention room, or in a convention center that you can take over for like 4 or 5 days, and then you get the equipment in, and you get the people in, and you get the people out, get the equipment out, and leave it. The logistics of that could be a 1-week thing, and that's hundreds of thousands of dollars. Plus, you're dealing with probably unionized members of the local Teamsters, in convention in large convention halls. I remember when I was with the PGA, I had a public company, and we would have the West Coast PGA show in Long Beach every, I think it was August, if I'm not mistaken, and then every January February you would have the big national convention in Orlando at the Orange County Convention Center. And if you were coming in as a booth, you had a booth at these places, you had to hire the Teamsters if you needed more than just minimal setup. And we perfected it, my partner and I. We perfected our booth by just having an 8 by 10 foot table delivered there in our little spot, and then we literally carried in our very own box that contained inside it our display, which you just folded out and set up on top of the table. And then we had all our literature in boxes that we brought in, and we didn't need a Teamster to do any of this because we could do it ourselves. But for the Titleist people and all these other outfits that had larger display units, like 100 feet by 100 feet in size, they needed all kinds of Teamsters to help them. And you're talking $50 a guy 20 years ago. We're talking way back when. I was doing this this was being done in the late 80s by my partner and I, and we had it down to an absolute science so that we could do it as a 2-man team. The president of a publicly traded company and the vice president of a publicly traded company were also the salespeople for our company, and we handled all this ourselves and did these shows. without the cost, so that our shareholders were not subjected to like a $5,000 bill just to set up for a 4-day national golf show. But there were others out there who were spending hundreds of thousands of dollars twice a year in Long Beach and in Orlando at these massive convention centers that were dominated by union reps to make sure that only the little tiny 10 by 10 foot booths can get away with not hiring a Teamster, and everyone else had to hire a Teamster. It was and many of them, it was insanity. Anyway, just that's another thing. So to put these two together, to come back to AMC and GameStop to do a show together, this is logistically incredibly expensive, and I don't think AMC can handle it. And GameStop is not going to pay out the unbelievable amount of money that they'd have to pay to rent a movie theater and shut it down for maybe a week with no showings for a week. That's extremely expensive. So I don't know how that can happen. And the two companies are not going to merge or anything like that. But occasional partnerships, even that, I'm not sure. The logistics of 3D gaming and e-gaming inside a theater, I'm not sure of the logistics. But again, that's just me. What do I know? We'll see. We'll see what's going on. But it's an interesting thought, Bridget. It's an interesting thought, and it's an interesting comment, and it's something to think about. Bruce, any thoughts on VACQ SPAC for Rocket Lab? They have already 97 satellites launched and a great track record. Buy now or wait for a merger. Again, they are merging into each other. It's just a matter of when it's done, and it takes 90 days from when they announced it to complete it, generally speaking. And we're, I think, 50 to 60 days into the timing. And so you got to pick the price of the stock that you want to jump in at. It came out at 10. It's now 10.97 right now, down 14 cents. The stock in the last month has been upwards almost to 13. The 52-week high, 15.15. So you're not paying that price. That stock ran up to 15 on the excitement of this deal. But that was at the early moment when they announced it. Now that we're deep into the quiet period, you can see what happens, how things get calm and people are bored and they're not wanting to wait and they're frustrated. This is the moment. Here's your buy price right here, 10.97. It's a deal. I think you're going to do very well. It'll go higher than 15.15 after the merger. That is almost a 50% gain on your investment right there. Don't know how you can lose on this deal. Also, King Claudio has become a YouTube member of this channel. Thank you for becoming a Chillin with Uncle Bruce member. Welcome to the club, King. And the King is in the house. I'm really happy about that. Amazon should buy AMC. There's no way Amazon's buying AMC. I'm sorry. Nobody is going to buy AMC. I hate to break it to you guys. No one is going to buy this company. This company is a financial basket case. I'm sorry. It just is. It is in rough shape. They owe billions. They have hundreds of millions outstanding. Hundreds of millions more shares will be outstanding. Common shareholders of AMC have already seen their shares as low as $2 a share last year. I don't know if you know that, but those shares were trading in the last 12 months as low as $1.91 a share. That's how low AMC has been in the last 12 months. 945 right now is where it's at. The high of the year, 2036. And there's no way the shares are going to 2036 in the next 6 months to a year. I don't see it. I don't know how it can happen. There's no feasible way financially, realistically, that these shares should do that. Can they go back to 191? Yes, they can. Why? Because there are going to be gazillions more issued by the Treasury, and their bankers want them to pay off loans. And they're going to need to sell stock to do it, but they can't sell stock now. They're tapped out. They've practically sold all the stock they're allowed to sell. They've got to double up their potential stock offerings to 1 billion shares, and I can tell you, they'll likely issue 50 million to 100 million at a time systematically once they vote that through to raise money. And if they can do it at $9 a share, they should do it. This company is technically upside down financially. They need the flow of money from movie theaters. The worry that I have, and you should have, if you're a shareholder of this company, you ought to be worrying, will the theaters be shut down again in certain markets if these variants of the virus get out of control? As fast as the vaccines are being administered to people, more and more younger people, which are moviegoers, are getting hit with this virus, this new variant, and it is causing all kinds of problems. And I wonder if certain cities and certain states are going to reimpose lockdowns for public areas, and movie theaters might be one of them to be hit. And this will upset the apple cart for shareholders. Again, I'm just telling you, I'm warning you, I'm putting it out there in plain English. This company has got troubles when it comes to the ability to raise money. Now, look, Regal Theaters and the 3D movie theater, what's that one called where you can watch with the glasses? You know which one I'm talking about. IMAX. All the theaters are in trouble. They're all looking at possibly being restricted yet again in certain areas. I know in Canada, you can't go to a movie theater. Not in Canada at all. Good news for AMC, they're not in Canada. Thank God for that. But in the U.S., there could well be new shutdowns being announced. And this is not good for AMC shareholders. Not good at all. Anyway, there you go. There is a reason why the shares are under pressure. It's not me. There's reasons. Now, GameStop, look, it's not having a good day. I will grant you that. 153 for the low, 157.22 off $13. Has not dropped enough, though, to be in the short sale restricted area. Not that it's made any difference today, because I don't think the stock has been hit by a bunch of sellers, short sellers. We did get down to about, 153, like I said. Not sure if that was low enough to get it under 10%. Does anybody know that for sure? We might have hit it, but I'm not 100% sure if that drop was enough to drop the stock for the day far enough. Close of 170. If that was close, wasn't it? It was in the neighborhood, wasn't it? 153 something. It might be in the neighborhood for a restriction. Someone's Chase is thinking we did hit it. And we did hit it. So we have hit the 10% rule. Okay, so for the rest of the day today, short sellers can't hit the bids, and all day Monday, they can't hit the bids on GameStop. All right, so it just made it. It was just enough to be low enough at 153 to be on the SSR list. There you go. Everyone's coming in with it. All right, very good. So apparently we apparently did it. Okay, someone's saying I believe we did. Others are saying we definitely did. Someone said 10.1% drop. I saw 10.2% drop, says Dan. Okay, guys, thank you for reacting to that. I knew I could count on you for that. You're paying attention. Okay, so that stock is definitely on the restricted, short sale restricted list. It can't be hit on the open market. Hey, Jen, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm hanging in there, watching the markets kind of meander. We got a big gain on the Dow, but a lot of the stocks that I'm following with my viewers today are not doing so well. But the big board is up.
Personal.
I don't think it is. No, I don't think it's personal. 158 on GameStop, up $5 from the low of the day. That's where we are at right now. We are 41 minutes away from the close of the day, and that is the deal, and we'll see what happens. Well, we'll see what's going on. Anywho, just looking at your comments, in your opinion, could the first quarter numbers for GameStop push the stock price high enough so the powers that would be forced the hedge funds to deliver the paper they owe? Well, if they come out with first quarter financials, like I believe they will, positive financials, I think they'll come up with some good numbers for the first quarter. Without issue, without any question whatsoever, compared to last year's first quarter, they're kicking last year's butt. All right, GameStop is kicking last year's butt because the stores are open pretty well everywhere. Their sales are higher everywhere. The new consoles, the bundling they're doing, they're generating revenue. The e-commerce side is generating revenue. It's also up. They're closing stores, so their expenses are down. So their margins have improved. Everything's good. From all those metrics, yes. Critics will say, but is it good enough? That's what the critics will go with. But compared to last year's first quarter, when everything had to be shut down in February and March and April and so on, compared to this year's first quarter, where everything is pretty well wide open, we're looking good. Now, how good could the numbers come in at is the big question. Will the numbers for the first quarter be even better than the first quarter from 2 years ago? Because 2 years ago, there was no shutdown. There was no virus. Everything was normal. There were 5,600 stores worldwide. Although the company had been slumping, they were running on all cylinders. Now, the first quarter of this year, I have a hunch, is far better on all the earnings metrics than from 2 years ago. We know last year was no comparison from 2 years ago. So I'm wondering, and I'm hoping that the profit margin of the company is substantially higher for the first quarter this year versus 2 years ago. Now, with that premise, let's just assume that it's the case. Then what might happen is we may begin to hear from analysts out there who have been very negative on the company. They might come around and say, these guys are definitely on a much better footing than they were 2 years ago, certainly more than last year. And the company's potential for the rest of the year looks really great, and that the e-commerce strategy is definitely working. And so perhaps we may have a scenario here where the street will begin to say, reluctantly or not, you know what, this GameStop is beginning to look a lot more Chewy-like than Blockbuster-like, or more Chewy-like than Best Buy-like. And Best Buy has been getting good reviews lately from stock analysts. Chewy is getting positive press. The question now, will GameStop be lumped into the Chewy side of the success ladder rather than the retail success ladder, which is where I want this company to be headed? E-commerce, that's the direction they're going. Those are the people they're hiring. That's what their plan is. So will the analysts out there begin to say, you know what, we have to start evaluating this company, and guesstimating this company's potential for the shares on an e-commerce performance platform as opposed to a brick and mortar? That gets interesting, because now we start to think about 3 months down the road, 6 months down the road, 9 months down the road, towards the end of 2021, where analysts will go, you know what, if they keep going the way they're headed, by the end of 2021, they'll be 75% e-commerce, maybe more. As the stores get dropped off bit by bit by bit, the e-commerce keeps coming on bit by bit by bit. The e-commerce will keep getting larger and larger and more varied with different divisions. All of a sudden, we have a different company entirely formulating in front of our eyes. We're just seeing it forming in front of our eyes. Each quarter changes everything, with Mr. Cohen coming in as chairman. His new board of director members are all e-commerce centric, and the hires that they're bringing on, all e-commerce centric. This company is definitely going this direction. There's no stopping that. Is it fast enough? Is it good enough? Is it profitable enough for the street to get excited about it? Those are the questions I have, but I can't give you the answer today, and I can't show you results on the stock price today. I can only tell you that at 157.54, it is entirely possible that these shares someday will be worth $1,000 a share or more on the open market. And it might be that right now, you might be able to buy this stock at 15.7 cents on the dollar. But I've been saying this all week at 190, at 180, at 170, at 160. Now I'm telling it 157, 158. I haven't changed my story. It's the same story. The stock has changed its story, where it's trading at versus where it could trade at, but you have to decide when is the right time to pull that pin and go. Jackman Kaufman, hey Bruce, forgive me if this has been touched upon. In the likely scenario that we close under 180, does that delegitimize the Max Payne theory? Well, I don't know if the 180 number is even that number. I don't know what that number is. I will say this much, with how much time left to go? 35 minutes to go. The stock's at 158. Any contract under 160 or under 155 is in the money, actually. Okay, if you got a call contract 155 or lower, they're in the money. All the call contracts at 160, 65, 170, 175, 180, they were all in the money this morning to a degree. Or so, at least at 170, they were in the money. They're not in the money now. They're all out of the money. So as far as forced purchases of naked call writers is concerned, fewer of them are in trouble right now because the stock for them happily is down $11 a share, $11.70 a share. If, however, between now and the close, the stock has a rally to 170, 75, and 180, then all those calls will be in the money again. But at the moment, they're not in the money. And even if they are in the money, if a naked call writer wrote $155 call contracts, the stock's at 158 right now, they're only $3 out of the money. The pain is not there. There's no serious pain at all. Anyone that wrote $100 contracts 3 months ago, 2 months ago, they're in trouble. They're down $58 a share, even at 158. Anyone that wrote $50 call contracts back when the stock backed off from 500 share down to 38.50 a share, back to that 40-45 range, there were a lot of $50 calls written naked. Those are right now 108 in the money. Yeah, that's nasty. But I don't know if this pain is enough to create a movement on the stock. It's 159 right now. It just popped up to 159. But this is not a big time rally here that we're looking at, is it? I mean, it's quiet. Volume, 8.4 million. I mean, we're talking crickets going off down in New York right now. This is very quiet. 159 on the stock is not going to scare option writers on this market at all. And so, to be fair, but again, I will repeat. If you wrote 40s and 45s and 50s, and remember back when the shares were down to $38.50 to $45 to $50 a share back there, you could buy and write contracts at every dollar. So there are 39s and there are 40s and 41s and 42s and 43s, all the way up to $100 every level that are expiring today. Today, over $100. I think they go in $5 increments. I'm not 100% sure on that, but they're $1 increments, I believe, under 100. So there are hundreds of thousands of contracts expiring today, many of which are in the money, but many more are not in the money. And remember those $800 call contracts that were expiring on the 19th of March? What's that, 2 weeks ago? They expired worthless. Stock never went to $800 a share last March. So a lot of out-of-the-money contracts are out of the money, and they're staying out of the money with the stock at 158.27 right now. We just touched 159 a moment ago. That's all we could do. And there's obviously resistance between 159 and 160. There must be resistance there because the stock is having trouble getting up and over that level. And maybe that is the sign of what we're up against today. Perhaps it is the $160 line is the line in the sand that certain sellers don't want the stock to go over. That could be it. I'm guessing. I don't know. Just trying to break it down in plain English as to what's going on. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for these comments and questions as we try to get through it all. Not much to happen. Liz says my first buy was at $330 a share. Well, it's cheaper now. I'll tell you that. Definitely cheaper now. Let's see. We can hold longer than the hedge funds can. There you go. Did it hit 150 today? It did not. 153 was the low today. That's all. That's all it got down to today. We'll see what happens. Nancy, my first 5 shares were at 280. Then I picked up 10 at 53, 10 at 60. I just kept buying. Well done. Laura, 169. Laura, 170. We'll see what the stock wants to do. 158.90 right now on the open market. GameStop, volume now of 8.5 million shares. Not a lot happening. AMC at 948, got a little recovery there. A little better on AMC. Excuse me. And I'm hoping for AMC shareholders that you get a run. You get a recovery, a good recovery. But I'm not optimistic that there's going to be one. That's my hunch on this. AMC has got whole bunch of debt that they're trying to carry right now. It's a rough scenario. Thank you everybody for being here. 2,500, 2,600 of you here now. 430 thumbs ups. I appreciate that. Only 22 thumbs downs today. Looks like we got about a 20-to-1 ratio. If you could hit that thumbs up button for me and run me up over 1,000, we could be 50-to-1 on the up-down ratio. That would be really cool. Thank you, everybody, for hitting those thumbs ups right there. Here they come. Here they come right now. 446, 456. Thank you, guys. Hit the thumbs up. Nail it for me. And let's run that higher. 522. There we go. We're already halfway there. Love you guys for that. 500, 609 thumbs ups, 30 thumbs downs. We got a 20-to-1 ratio flying here right now between this and this. 669. We're coming on with the thumbs ups. They're coming in. Thank you, everybody. 722. Look at that. That is awesome. 722 on the thumbs up. 747 now on the thumbs ups. They are flying, and that's more than a 20-to-1 ratio. It's coming. It's coming. 772. Thank you, everybody, so much. Those pesky thumbs downs, they are trying to get in the middle of it all, but thank you. Those of you who are using your emojis, thank you very much. We'll pop up some neat emojis right now. See if we can get the stock to go up with some neat emojis. We're at 157.76. The stock needs our help. Time to throw up those neat emojis and get something going. 847 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody, so much for that. They are coming up. We're going to be at 1,000 thumbs ups in just a minute. The way you guys are doing this, this is so cool. Thank you so much. We're going with grape jelly emojis. Let's move up that market. How about some ketchup emojis? You got to love ketchup. I mean, who can't love ketchup? I mean, come on, ketchup is good. Like butter. How about we get some butter up there? Get those emojis going with the butter. Here they come. Oh, all the knees are coming in. They're coming in like crazy. Oh my gosh, we're drowning. 918 thumbs ups. We're almost at 1,000 thumbs ups. Thank you so much. So many of you who just step in there and you respond to me. I really, really love it. And Tony, my wife's boyfriend. I just saw this message. My wife's boyfriend says I have to have thumbs down, or else I have to keep in the garage tonight. Tony, I'm glad you're here, buddy. I'm still trying to figure out how to get your messages to show on this screen. I still don't know what to do. We're working on it. I'll be working on it all weekend for sure. I've got some messages out to some people who might be able to help me. Those neat emojis are coming in like crazy. Thank you. 982 thumbs ups. Here comes 1,000 right around the corner. Here it comes. Here it comes. They're going to do it. 984 on the thumbs ups. 39 thumbs downs. 987 on the thumbs ups. Thank you so much. 13 to go, and we got 1,000 thumbs ups. 993 now. You guys are incredible. Thank you, everybody, for thumbs upping this channel, helping it out. Yeah, I'll have to sleep in the garage tonight. He says, oh, man, Tony, unbelievable, buddy. Where are we at now, GameStop? 158.21. We're a little higher. We got 1,000 thumbs ups, 40 down. We got 25-to-1 ratio. And the knee emojis are moving up that market. That's what's got to be it. That's got to be what it is. I'm just going to pop up some more here, because when you got a good thing going, why stop a good thing? Hit those neat emojis. Let's run that market. 157.83. Let's go, GameStop. You deserve to be much higher than this. Thank you, Scott Coleman from London, England, from the UK. Have a great weekend, both you guys. Thank you, Scott, so much for your donation on my PayPal account. I really appreciate it. You know I do. And I try to remember every day. I don't every day remember, but I do what I can. Thank you, buddy. Have a great weekend yourself in the beautiful United Kingdom. And stay healthy for me, please. And we'll catch up with you soon. Thank you, everybody, for your support. I appreciate it. GameStop, 157.70. Will it have a little pop-up? Can it get through 160? I don't know. There seems to be some resistance in the 160 level, and I'm not sure whether it can break through there or not. We're going to keep an eye on it. We've got 26 minutes left in the day, and those neat emojis are being hit big time to get that stock over 160, but I don't know. 157, 158 might be where we're headed right now, and we'll see what it can do for us. Thank you, everybody. We got to be silly because we sure can't be serious. That was easy.
That was easy.
Yes, it was. That was easy. Absolutely, that was easy. 157.92. Come on. 160 seems to be the war zone now, and says Eddie. Eddie, I think you're right. I think there's a 160 resistant level on GameStop right now, and I wonder who that could be. I wonder what option writers could be doing something like that, or what could there be some hedge funds operators out there doing that. Wonder who would want to make the stock stop at 160 and keep it under 160. I wonder, is there anyone like that? I don't know. I am serious, but don't call me Shirley, says Dan. That's correct.
That was easy.
What can I say? We need an easy emoji right now.
That was easy.
We do need an easy emoji. I have an editor out there. Maybe my editor could check that out. Maybe we could get an easy button emoji. That's an idea. Yeah.
That was easy.
Yeah, that was easy. I just ordered one up. That was easy. How about that? I'll do what I can. Bertie, thank you for this donation. Free Tony. We got to get Tony out of jail. Tony's in jail. I don't know why we don't see Tony. Oh, by the way, Tony, just so you know, I'm going to talk to you personally on this. Just so you know, we're having an issue with YouTube. Apparently on YouTube, we have done some digging, and there are some technical issues on YouTube, and some members on some channels we're having issues where they're not, messages are not coming up. They are working on it, and I'm hoping that the fix is soon to be had. My editor was doing some digging as well and found some chat somewhere about members having trouble getting their messages into member chat zones. So we'll see what's going on, but we got to free Tony. Tony's got to be freed. We need Tony in here, and we need him badly. So Tony, we're working on it. We're working on it for you. We'll get you on here because, well, you know, you deserve to be here. I mean, after all, you're a member of the channel. I mean, come on. So there you have it. The mayor is in the house. Hey, mayor, a bunch of us are going in big in the last 5 minutes of trading. Let's see, dollar, knee, and diamond. We're going in big here. GameStop has got to break 160 at the bell. 157.71 is where we're at right now. We'll see what's going on here. Frankie is saying that the stock slowly each day creeping down more and more. Do you think this trend continues? We are down almost $40 for the week. Well, you know, it can happen that the stock can go up $40 in 15 minutes. It can reverse it so quickly. I don't know. We'll see what's going on here. Michael, so busy at work today. GameStop hit 1,000 yet. We're on it. We're at 15.78% of the way there to $1,000. So we're, you know, it's a start. We're working on that. Forget about Willie. Free Tony. That's right. Tots and pears, Tony. Our thoughts and prayers are with you. Welcome, Mr. Mayor. Mayor, control your shorts there. Free Tony. And we got to get Tony released from jail. Absolutely. We got to get Tony in here. I bought the dip, but it just keeps on dipping. Bruce, do mutual retirement funds buy and sell constantly, or are they long-term holds? Mutual and retirement funds are usually longer-term investors. They're not what we call flippers. They usually like to hold for the long haul. They do a lot of due diligence, a lot of research. They make their moves. They pick up stock, and then they sit and sit and sit, and that's what they'll do. I'm holding for a long time, says Ona. Wait till it goes up. We're going to get rich. That's what's happening here. Emojis are coming in here to drive this market higher. Mike is saying, oh, so close. We're at 15.78% of the way there. We're almost there. Oh, that's only 85% left to go. Actually, it's only 84.3% left to go. That's right. That's all we need. A little 84% move up, and we're there. That's great. Come on, Mayor, buy $1 billion. When options are exercised, how does it affect the market? It may or may not affect the market. If you exercise a stock option, the person who wrote the contract may actually have the stock. And if they've got the stock, it doesn't affect the market at all. You just delivered your shares to your account. Do with them as you will. On the other hand, if you exercise a whole bunch of contracts and the person who wrote the contracts doesn't have the stock, they are short the stock. Now they are really short the stock. They got to go buy it in the open market. Now, if you can exercise enough contracts that represent 1 million shares of stock, you're forcing the option writer to buy 1 million shares in the open market. And wouldn't that be great if we got a news announcement that was coming out here that said that tonight there's an option buyer who owns enough contracts that are in the money to force the street to buy 1 million shares of GameStop first thing Monday morning. Wouldn't that be lovely? Or how about someone that could make them buy 5 million shares of the open market on the open stock? That'd be kind of nice. We'll go for that. Curtis, Bruce, you're amazing. I really love this channel. Curtis, I do my best. I do all I can. We're trying to free Tony right now. Tony's in jail. Tony, somebody said something, and I don't know who said what, but Tony is not able to make comments on this channel as a member, and it's just not right because he joined this channel on the very first day that I offered memberships, and we've been trying to figure out how to get Tony back in here, and I don't know what's going on. We need Save Tony T-shirts on Redbubble. That's what we need right there. We got to save Tony. I tell you right now, we're working on it. Tony needs to speak with some Italian friends. I know there's one of our members here who has some Italian connections. Maybe you get your dad, because you were saying your dad always had $100 bills on him all the time. Maybe you can get your dad to talk to some of his friends about Tony's dilemma, because Tony, that's a good Italian name. I mean, he's being messed with, and it's not right. We got to get Tony looked after. I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Come on, man. Yeah, there you go. We got to get Tony. We got to save Tony. What else is going on here? Buy. Let's let my people go. That's right. 158.39. The shares are up again to 158.39. Can they get into the 160 neighborhood and beyond? We will find out in 19 minutes what's going to happen. Tony would like to speak to your manager right now. Put GameStop for sale on the market at 1100. Let's leave it there. If GameStop closes at 160, I'll take that as a win today with all the war that's going on out there. 158.49 is where it's at. Tony getting more attention in jail. Tony's getting a lot of attention. He's behind bars right now. It's not fair. It's not right. He didn't do it. Curtis, Bruce, you are amazing. Really love this channel. Thank you. Tony, he didn't do it. He's innocent. Tony, we're trying to get you out. Oh my gosh, confirmation bias at its finest. Maybe delete and reinstall the YouTube app. He works on some computer, so we're not sure what's going on there. Tony, we'll break you out, buddy. We'll get you out. Poor Tony. Be nice to him. Big Tony, Bruce, give Tony a pardon and get him out of there. We're doing all we can for Tony. Tony, send fresh hot bagel with Welch's jelly, and that'll get you free. Tony is driving his Lada to YouTube headquarters to set things straight. That's what's going on right now. Tony's on the way. He's going to mess with those guys. You mess with the wrong Tony. I'll tell you that right now. Don't be messing with this Tony. Stock markets with Bruce. Can Tony not create a new account and then you can add him again as a member? Would that work? I can't add him as a member. I can't do anything like that with the membership. This is between you folks and the YouTube thing that handles it. But for whatever reason, we got this issue, and I know Tony is working on it, and I know YouTube is working on it. Tony the Tiger, I'm off to the gym. Have a great week. I'll see you Monday. Bruce Rock and Dan, you take care, Dan. Should not this be a member? Should this be a member chat? Well, it is a member chat, and Tony's a member. Maybe Tony should unsubscribe and resubscribe. Maybe that was the way to go. I don't think it works that way either. You make your payment, and then a month later you have a recurring payment, or you don't, and he can then either not recur and then join again, and that might work. And I don't know, but it's not fair that Tony can't talk to us. We'll see what's going on. Tony, you didn't do it. Plead the fifth, man. Plead the fifth. You didn't do it. Save Ferris, save Tony. That's right. We got to save Ferris and save Tony now. Get it right. Tony gets driven in his Lada. Tony doesn't drive the Lada. He gets driven in his Lada to YouTube headquarters. That's how this game works out. 157.71 on GameStop. It's not going up. We got to get it to go up. What's going to happen here? A Lada emoji is increasingly necessary. Tony, you guys are killing me. Tony's saying you guys are killing me. He's reacting here. There it was. He popped the message up there. That was hilarious. Yeah, you guys are killing me. Poor Tony. Tony, we're doing all we can for you. We're trying to get you free, man. We're trying to set you free. We're putting the pressure. We're trying to put the pressure on YouTube to free you up, and it's not working. But we'll do what we can, buddy. Just because he had a few smokes and a beer, I mean, what's the big deal here? Tony's YouTube account might be weird. Did you use Google Plus with it? Who knows? Maybe. Love Uncle Bruce. My name is Al. Please say Nephew Al loves me. I'm not going to say Nephew Al loves me. I'm not going to do that. Tony, maybe Clear Cash or YouTube cookies. Matthew, when you're falsely in prison, they give you millions. I think Tony deserves some recompense. Smokes, yeah, I don't know what that means. Lada emoji is essential until Bruce gets his Tesla. There you go. Randy Crenshaw, new member. Randy, I sure hope you can talk to us. I sure hope you can post comments. I sure hope you can use the emojis. Try to get some of those neat emojis up right now and help this stock get this GameStop higher. We need your help there, buddy. Thank you, Randy, for joining us. Birdie Ace Skippy says, welcome. Jamie, don't drop the soap, Tony, before we can release you. Tony has to make them on offer. They can't refuse from his Lada. There you go. Randy, welcome. A big cheer for you, Tony, from Eddie. Welcome, Randy, to the family. I think Bruce drank too much caffeine. Buzzer. Let's see here. Andrew, the king, is also dead. Damn, got a silly good innings and was overturning Land Rovers to the end. I don't know what that means. Robert, I'll try to get Tony out. I I have some friends. I get some friends. Ron, that's a great suggestion. Tony, sign in via an incognito window. Maybe that'll work for you. Tony. Someone get Liam Neeson on the line. Tony needs help. I'm going to get you. I'm going to come and hunt you down, and I will track you down. That's how he talks, isn't it, Liam Neeson? It's on the phone. Yeah, I will track you down. I'll tell you this, my friend. You better watch where you're walking. I have special skills. That's right. I got friends with special skills. Corey, Trevor, Smokes, let's go. There is no Tony, only Zool. There's only Zool. There's only Zool. Ghostbusters, only Zool. Smoke Singles. Hi, Randy. Welcome to the family. Lada, DQ, laughing out loud. Lance is having fun. We're having all kinds of fun here today. Trailer Park Boys. 157.90, taking a run at 158 for GameStop. Can it go to 160? 15 minutes to go. We're going to find out what can't Tony do. Tony can't talk. They've cut Tony off. He can't post. He posts and he sees his message, but we don't see his message. I don't know why we don't see his message. I didn't do anything to Tony. I love Tony. I want Tony to come back. I don't know what's going on. We're trying to figure out what's going on with Tony. Derrick Johnson, Liam Neeson, Lada, laughing out loud. Lada is the best car. Strong, heavy, comfortable. Square. 4-wheel, steering wheel. It's got everything. Wally's World. Rabbit. Good seeing you. You're watching. If you're watching, punch that like button for Bruce. Help that guy out. Tell Tony to introduce YouTube jail to his little friend. Laughing out loud. Say hello to my little friend. Steve, Randy, can you help Tony out? The new peeps get to do tech support. Bruce, drop Tesla, get a Ferrari. Band departs laughing. Tamlin's laughing. It's not Rocket Appliances, Oh my gosh, we're just struggling here. Patrick, we got Patrick Canters has just joined us as a new member. Welcome, Patrick Canters. It's nice to have you here. I'm glad you could make it. We now have 1,200 thumbs ups on this show. Thank you, everybody, for becoming members and thumbing up this channel. It's great. We got 47 down, 1,200 up. Keep those thumbs ups coming in. We've got 2,400 crazy people watching this crazy YouTuber. 158.43. Can we hit 160 on GameStop before the close of the market? We've got 13 minutes to go. 158.43, 158.85. Hey, can this happen? Hit the thumbs up button if you want the stock to go over 160 bucks a share. If you don't hit the thumbs up button, it's obvious you don't want the stock to go to $160 a share. I'm calling you out. 159.23. Hit the thumbs up button to get that stock over 160 bucks a share. Let's go. Hit that thumbs up button right now. Let's go. 159.36 is where we're at. Can it do it? It's down 10.90. Can it break 160 coming into the end of the day? 12 minutes to go. It's so exciting. I don't know what's going to happen. Oh, Randy, which is better, buying calls or margin or cash? Oh, cash is king. Jen will love it. Let's see here. Tony, it never rains in Southern California. Great song. 159.34. Can it break 160? Did you give me a thumbs up to get it to over 160? Only 100 thumbs ups came in. Obviously, you don't want it to go over 160. There's only 1,300 thumbs here. I don't know what I have to do to get this stock up over the price. I'm doing everything I can. I'm pulling on every stop I can. Guys, we need to get this thing over 160. Oh, I love everyone here. It's so funny, Marianne saying. Can you imagine Bruce nose candy in the 80s? I didn't need it. I don't need nose candy. Look, this is au naturel. This is just me being me. 158.98. Gosh darn it. This is not even, well, it's not even heavy. There's a little bit of caffeine in here, I guess, but no. We can't buy caffeine-free cola these days. We've had to buy regular Coke, Diet Coke. It's just not the same. Look, I guess I'm jacked up a bit on caffeine. Welcome, Patrick. What can I say? What is going on here? Band apart. Love you, Bruce. Welcome, Patrick, to the best club on the internet. I have a unique set of specific skills. I have a unique set of specific skills. He's using a flip phone. That's Tony's problem. Who's Tony? Well, who's that? Bruce is the man. You do good. What does that say? Sorry, here. Let me get that in there. Keep popping up my my big ass iPad here. You do good. Bill Clinton impersonation. What is your name? Worst case, Ontario. Alrighty. Who else is going through here? All kinds of comments coming through here. Oh man, a bunch of you. Thank you everybody for being here. Hope you're having fun with us. We're trying to get through here. Tony, hi to my little friend Tony. Are you using Robinhood laptop? 158.41. Tony's in jail making toilet hooch, sharpening his toothbrush into a shiv, and getting his cell tossed. The channel is so lively compared to the other stock channels. Tony is Aziban. He's in he's in a prison. Rescue Tony. I can't even read that. Eric, I'm trying to join the club here. Not sure it's letting me. Eric, go to your telephone and put it into desktop mode, and you can join this channel, or use your laptop and you can join this channel. Bruce for King. Dear Uncle Bruce, is there more SPACs now in the market than a year ago? I wonder if the market is high. There are also higher number of SPACs because of more easy money in the market. There's a lot of SPACs out there. I follow 7 of them that I like, but there are about 200 out there right now, at least 200 new ones this year. It's just been incredible. Anyway, thank you, everybody. New film coming Monday. Tony and Ezekiel, I can't even pronounce that. Bruce, what's the possible effect of exciting GameStop Board Director, Hestia Fund Manager, selling 318,000 shares? Well, Mark, this guy was on in a hedge fund, and he joined the company as a board member because they got a bunch of stock. But his hedge fund people are saying to him, we made a bunch of money on this stuff, so why don't you resign as a director so we can sell our stock? Because as long as you're a director, we're restricted on our sales. And I guess that's what's going on. I don't know, but that won't take long to feed that out. I'm not sure how that's going to go. All right, let's go here. That was easy. That was an easy question.
That was easy.
There we go. Let's get Bruce a customized Tesla electric-powered old Lada. How about that? All hail Bruce Almighty. Every Lada comes with an ice scraper. Yes, they do. The Uncle Bruce Almighty. Oh, my gosh. What else is going on here? Tony, how are you? Hang in there, buddy. We're trying to get you back. We're putting the word out. Kevin Pratt, thank you. Well, I see I got short-laddered again, Uncle Bruce. 158.15. We can't get the 160 on the stock. We can't get the stock to 160. First of all, because you won't give me enough thumbs ups. That's the first problem right there. We only have 1,400 thumbs ups. We don't have 2,000 thumbs ups. There's 2,400 people here. I only got 1,400 thumbs ups. I mean, how in the world is the stock going to go up to 160 if I have a measly 1,400 thumbs up? I mean, I'm working my tail off here. I don't know what to do. And we don't have enough of the knee emojis going. I'm going to get some more knee emojis up here. Get the knee emojis. Get them up there. Maybe that'll do it. I'm pulling out all the stops here. I'm doing my best. Guys, you got to help me like butter. Come on, man. Like butter. Let's get these emojis going. Get this stock going. Grape jelly. I mean, come on. Let's go. Here they come. 1,500 thumbs ups. We're trying to get this stock going. It's hard work, you know. There was a time things were a lot easier, but those days have come and gone. It's not that easy anymore. We got a donation here. Cynical Savior. Hi, Bruce. My mom is Linda, who owns Aprons by LC Flat. Thank you for making her week with a shout out. LC's Flat on Etsy. She's your age, loves your stories, and is investing in the SPACs. Love you, Mom. Way to go, Mom. We got this right here, Mom. We got this one right here. Thank you, Mom. We got the mask, and we got the apron. Jen has the apron. Fantastic. And what's that? Elise. That's right. And here's her card right here, and here's her designs right there. And I think you can even see on there the Etsy store right there. Etsy.com shop LC's Flat. Instagram Aprons by Elsie, Facebook.com Elsie's Flat. Check it out. Thank you, Elsie, and thank you for the donation, Cynical Savior, very much. We're trying to get this stock up here on GameStop. It's 158.06. What do we have to do to get this stock up? We need to get something going here. Dave McQueen is also here. Dave, Tony needs to find an old Lada and send it sailing via Thelma and Louise. And if that doesn't work, Bruce just has to make a new channel. Tough asks all the way around. Have a good weekend, all. Thanks, Dave, for your kind advice. Thorough research and helping us out here. Simple fixes, each and every one of them. I need to check Elsie out. This is going to take a whole lot of money. Nice aprons. We'll take a note on that. Awesome. Just hit the screenshot. There you go. That's bananas. Oh, definitely want one of those aprons. Super cute. Neat, engulfing reversal. Tony, stop hammering the stock. Come on, man. Don't hammer the stock. It's just a comment thing. 158.23. Oh, alrighty, guys. I'm going to go outside and do a rain dance for GameStop. Such shenanigans. Who really thinks anyone is selling a stock every day right after the announcement of Ryan Cohen being chairman of the board? I mean, who would want to sell stock once he's going to be there? I mean, come on. It's what we wanted. I don't know. Bruce can't get it up today. He's so tired. He's so old. It's sad. 158.18, trying to get it up there. Where are we at on the thumbs up? 1,500 thumbs ups. Can't buy a thumbs ups to get them to 2,000. And we've got 61 on the downside. They're growing. The downs are growing, but not the thumbs up. It's sad, really. I keep popping up these neat emojis to try to help the stock all I can. I'll even put some volcanoes up there. Maybe that'll get the stock going. I don't know. I'm doing all I can. How about bagel time? We had bagels this morning. What's going on here? What is it going to take? Diamonds, charts, gorillas, cheers. I mean, come on. It's time. Let's get this stock going to $160 a share. 5 minutes to go in the day. How about some thumbs ups? I mean, come on. I can do thumbs ups here, but I can't get them down there. Only 1,600 thumbs ups. A sad display today of support. It's sad. They hate me today. They just hate me today. Hey, look, I'm telling you right now, I'm not a cat, okay? I'm not a cat. Oh, there's the emotions. All the emotions we're going through here. Consternation and frustration. Let's rock on here. Oh, my gosh. We're trying everything in the book to get the stock to go up. 158.04. I don't know how much harder I can work here. 1,600 thumbs ups. We're trying. Guys, oh, we're trying to get this stock going. I don't know what to tell you. It used to be a lot easier. 158.03, 158.12. Volume on GameStop now is 9.1 million shares. I don't even know if we're going to get to 10 million shares. I'm trying everything I can to get things going. It used to be a lot easier, but that was when I was a kid. It's not that easy anymore. I remember there used to be a magic fridge in the house. You look in the fridge, there was always food in the fridge. It was incredible. But things are just not the same. 158.46. We're $1.54 away from $160 a share. We just cannot seem to get anywhere near this level. It's unbelievable. What does a guy have to do? 158.31. It's just not happening. AMC 944. It's not getting back to 10 here. I don't know. The Dow is up 268 points. I mean, there's big money going into the big market. That is a really good run here in the last 20 minutes for the Dow. The S&P is up 29. Nasdaq's up 68. The markets are on a roll. They are looking great. We can't get Tony out of jail. We can't get GameStop to $160. I can't get to 2,000. Can't get to 2,000 thumbs ups. I don't know what to do. 10,000 sale wall at 158.50. I'll drink a bottle of ketchup if we close above 160. That's what someone's saying. I'm not doing that. I'm just reading a comment. 158.39. 2 plus minutes to go. 2 minutes 39 seconds. We need a late day charge on the stock to break 160. Will it happen? It doesn't look like it's happening. Down 12.07 to 158.19 on GameStop. Volume on the day now, 9,190,000 shares. Not even 10 million shares here. 158.26. What will it take to break that over? Oh my gosh. What can I say? Comments coming through here. I'm down $2,000 today. If it goes down, I'm buying more. Bruce is going to drink a bottle of ketchup. No, I'm not. Ketchup. 158.30 is where we're at. We're down to 1 minute something. 158.30. It's just not happening. This is like a basketball game. Hope Jen did listen to this. Jen, this is as exciting as a basketball game right at the very end. Yeah, it's not working. She's laughing at you. She's laughing. It's not.
How many free throws did they miss?
How many free throws did they miss? She says, oh, she hates the times out too. She hates those times out.
So is there a goalie in front of that net?
Is there a goal in front of it? No. Thank you, sir. May I have another? Oh, may I have another? Oh, no, may I have another? I will go up into they'll go up in the aftermarket. I know we're waiting on the close. I'm kind of getting excited about Bruce's Winter Olympic story. That's coming. Second hour of this show. I've got a Winter Olympic story from Calgary, 1988, and a post-Winter Olympic story as well. 158.19. We just cannot get this stock going over 160 here. What to do? I can't stand it. Love your channel, Bruce. Thanks for the laughs. Free Tony, he got a ticket to the moon. Algorithm's got the clamps on GameStop. Jen is awesome. Gorilla emojis when Bruce drinks a bottle of ketchup. Hope someone records it, posts it on YouTube. Good luck. You think about that. You try and find the footage. Curling for Jen. Neat. Ona, Oklahoma, you are so right. Diamond logos. We're into the last minute of the day. We're at 158.23. It's just not going to hit 160 here. We should expect deep sale prices next week. Just hold tight, everybody. diamonds and knee emojis everywhere. We are now sitting on 1,600 thumbs ups. Can't get to 2,000 for all the begging I'm doing. We're doing everything we can. I'm putting the knee emojis up one last time. 158.32, 18 seconds to go. We can't get the stock to 160 during the market. Question is, can we get the stock to 160 in the aftermarket? Well, maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens there. 158.20, 158.32. The bell is ringing right now in New York. They're ringing the bell. It's over. It's all over. Nothing but the tears and the sorrow and the crying. It's all over. 158.32 last trade. Down 11.94 on GameStop. Low of the day, 153. And that's where she ended up on the day. The question now is there any support for this stock in the aftermarket that has the resistance magically disappeared? And will the stock just go up $10 a share in the next 15, 20 minutes? Could it do that? It could. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Hey, what a crazy, crazy time. I bought 20 more. Nothing happened. How about that? Of course, these could be buys. Mayor of Tendiesville, you are fired, says Vaping with Vic.
That was easy.
The mayor's been fired. Oh, that's cruel. The mayor just joined yesterday. We can't have that. Can't do that. Come on, says Roberto. We can't do that. We can't fire the mayor. He just got here. Oh, my, oh, my, oh, my. We are working so hard. Damn it, Tony. Thanks a lot, Tony. I nailed the dip, bought more at 154. 2 days without Bruce is almost too much for me. Take care. Options still in the money after hours. The 158.36 close at 9.3 million, 200,000 volume in the last 5 minutes. Yeah, I got more at 155. Not bad at all. Buzzer.
That was easy.
You pick up the cheap stock. That's easy. Pick it up. What can I say? We're in the aftermarket, 158.01 right now, very quiet. First, it was Rescue Tony. Now it's Angry Mob for keeping it under 160. Don't leave us. 3 more today. Oh, my gosh. No, I have a story to tell you in the last hour about Calgary Olympics of 1988. Got stuff to talk to you about. Unbelievable. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, we have a record close for the Dow. We have a record close for the S&P 500. We've got the NASDAQ up 70 more points, getting closer to its all-time record. And GameStop has the audacity to close at 158.32, down 11.94. The day after the largest investor of the company, Ryan Cohen, is going to be named as the chairman of the board. Boy, talk about no respect. Today's prices were a Lada, not a Tesla. No easy money today. I bought the dip, 154, and then at the bell, 20 more, and it didn't move the needle. Laughing out loud. Damn hedgies. Jack Bauer, even with everything going on, you still make this fun. Thanks, Uncle Bruce. I do. What do I can? Tony has a lot of explaining to do. The mayor, please get some shares, Mayor. Time to get the grill going big time. Boycott at China Olympics. We have we have the keys of the town. Get them rich. Did you run into Tony at the Olympics? Good. Hold another week. All of a sudden, poor Tony's being blamed for everything. First of all, I can't get on the channel, and now this. What a life. I mean, it's not easy being Tony. I mean, Tony is really, he's got frustrations everywhere. What can I say? It's all Tony's fault. Keep him out in the cold. It's a rough channel. It's a rough crowd. Wally, Ona Hester, maybe he'll surprise us with a bonus vid, or Bruce, it is easy. I can't wait to hear Donna White. Thank you, and great job. Who is it? Laugh out loud. They need to sell all other stocks high to pay for GameStop shares. They were crowdfunding in the market. There you go. I bought more at 154, a lot more averaged down. Laugh out loud. Any stock that dips 10% of positive news is a sign of manipulation to me. There you go. That's saying it all right there. Watch that monkey play Pong. We need to get him a Bloomberg terminal. That's what we do. Who's Tony? Tell everybody you know to get into this short squeeze GameStop transformation. Make Citadel happy today. Maybe Wally. Why the face, Tony? Why the face? My wife asked me today if GameStop and AMC makes us rich. Do we think we could get Uncle Bruce and his wife over for dinner? Laughing out loud. Dreamers, I tell you. Dreamers. Oh, my gosh. Tony should defend himself. He'd like to defend himself right here with comments, but he can't. That's the problem. Did it go below 10%? Apparently it did at 153, so it's on a short sale restriction on Monday morning. Skippy, I got this. Thanks again, Skippy. Wally's World, no worries. But Reddit, I miss Tony reference. Love being on the outside of a good inside joke. Tony is a member of this channel. Tony cannot comment on this comment box. He can type in a comment, and then he hits the button. He sees his comment, but we don't see his comment. Only he sees his own comment. I can't figure out what's going on. I've tried everything that I can to try to get Tony back here. There's a problem at YouTube with some of the members out there who can't comment, and we can't see the comments. We love you, Tony. We'll get you out. Don't worry. Tony for board member. Tony for Tony, the guy that can't comment. Do you believe in Todd? Why the face? Maybe Tony needs some Mexican connections instead of Italian connections. Free Tony petition now. Tony is a subscriber that can't get his comments on here. Sending Kramer and a CNBC crew to a set of Uncle Bruce's coffee mugs when this squeezes. Julie's poor Tony. Is Tony blocked? Oh yeah, the banned one. Jokes on Tony. We've been reading your comments this whole time. No, we're not. We're not able to see him, Tony. Tony is getting harassed by his cellmate, and the guards don't give a darn. Bruce, there was a bid for 69,420 in the last 10 seconds. Laugh out loud. There's always one. Is Tony on YouTube timeout? I don't know. Tony needs to uninstall his YouTube app and reinstall. Maybe that's what it is. We don't know. Tony, we love you, man. We miss you, but Michael, he's laughing. Reddit's laughing. Tony, bag of donuts. Cody Mills, FTW, laughing out loud. Tony Roma's great rib place in Honolulu. Bruce is the man. That's mean. That's just mean. You guys are being mean. Well, we love Tony. We want Tony to come back, but right now Tony is watching on the outside, watching, looking in. He occasionally texts me, and I keep up with Tony. What's going on? But I tell you right now, it's a tough go right now. You guys are killing me. He last said. His wife's boyfriend said, I have to thumbs down or else I have to sleep in the garage tonight. Tony is in a world of hurt. We can't get him on here at the moment. We're doing everything we can, though. He's not banned. No, he's not banned. Tony, if you can go to the desktop laptop and try. Have we tried to unplug the Tony and plug him back in again? Tony needs to legally change his name. Then YouTube will like him. See, that's how it works. I think Hedgie's got Tony. It's Tony Robbins. Tony is being initiated. That's what's happening. Observe. I'm joking. I put one GameStop share for Tony to be free. Tony has. We got to get Tony out of there. Tony is the greatest troll to find this channel yet. I'm laughing out loud. Everybody loves Tony. Everybody loves Raymond. Tune in here. Bruce, bust out some of those old comics and cards again. One of these days, Reddit. I figured out that right after I said that. Where are we at right now? 158.30 on the aftermarket. Nothing going on. Let's see here. Oh man, I'm trying to catch up from the 1 p.m. start. Listening to Bruce talk at 2 times speed is hilarious. Salaman is. I know what that means. Everybody loves Tony. It's Tony Danza. We called from Texas and Oklahoma. Call Tony Romo. Chokehold Romo. Incognito mode is the turn it off on off trick for browsers. Tim Williams, what a wonderful sweater. Have you thought about a bagel time tattoo for your Red Bubble store? We thought of all kinds of stuff. Roberto Musani, I'll be up to that. I'll up that bet to 2 shares. Hey Tony, we're all trying to get Tony on here. We're doing all we can to help Tony out. Tony, try incognito mode. We don't know what else to tell you. We're trying to figure out all kinds of stuff. Sometimes it's not that easy.
That was easy.
And sometimes it isn't.
That was easy.
Sometimes it isn't.
That was easy.
I don't know what to say. Can we get T-shirts? Free Tony. Free Tony. Free T-shirts. We got to free Tony. Tony got to be freed, man. This is not right. It's just not fair. It's not right. It shouldn't be this way. Anyway, there you have it, kids. Wow. 297 for the final gain on the Dow. Almost 300-point gain today. Wow. Please tell us. This is Tony Romo. If so, call that Corona hotline. He's always pushing. No, it's not Tony Romo. Tony's trying to get on here, but it's not Tony Romo. Me, Potter, please comment. Worried if this isn't a good investment. The typical SPAC investor who does not redeem their shares is going to suffer about a 33% loss, said Huberscher. I mean, bunk. I don't know where these guys make this stuff up. I don't know where they talk about this crap. And just like that, Tony became a legend. Just like that. Can I get one of those sweaters from your store, or is there some other way I need to go through to obtain one? If you want to get a sweatshirt like this, you want to get a coffee mug like that, you go to the Redbubble store. I have a Redbubble store. On the homepage of this channel, there should be a little round Redbubble thing up there, or down below in the description, there's the link, the Redbubble link. Just go there. You'll find these logos. You can get these cups. You can get this cup right here. You can get this cup right here. Pick it up from Redbubble. and put in your order. They make it, they ship it, they collect your money, they handle everything, they give you tracking numbers. I don't screw it up. I can't possibly screw it up. It's incredible. It's beautiful. So absolutely, thank you all of you who are picking up Bagels with Bruce and Stock Markets with Bruce merchandise. I appreciate you. How'd you like one of these? How'd you like to get one of these babies right here? Well, here's something different for you. You can get one of these guys right here. If I hold it right, you can sort of see the whole logo, right? Like go to the back, you see the logo right there. You know what this is? You know what this is? It's a cell phone amplifier. You take your cell phone, you listen to Uncle Bruce, put your cell phone right in there, and the sound comes out here, comes out and comes blaring out of this hole right over here. It's an amplifier. No batteries, no software, no moving parts. Handmade by Marshall Thompson here in Creston. Here we go. Handmade by Marshall Thompson, Creston, British Columbia, with real wood from the Creston area. I will ship this to you anywhere in North America. It's a donation to my PayPal account. $60 donation to PayPal gets you one of these through airmail, and you should have it in about the next 3-4 weeks. There you go. Cell phone amplifier for Stock Markets with Bruce, or if you want, you can get the cell phone amplifier for Traveling with Bruce with the Sextant logo. Same thing. You can get that one, also handmade by Marshall Thompson. I'll autograph it for you. I can autograph the top of this for you. If you'd like to have my autograph, we'll mail it to you. Jen packs them. We ship them from the mailbox, from the mail here in downtown Creston. You let me know. Just send a donation to PayPal for $60 US. Boom. That includes shipping and handling, and you got yourself a cell phone amplifier, and you can use those anywhere. They project right across the room. They're fantastic. People love them. They use them in their patios. They use them on their RVs. They use them in their offices. They use them in their kitchens. They use them in their living rooms. They use them everywhere. They're fantastic. There you go. There's an opportunity for you. Or get one of these through Redbubble. And thank you all very, very much. Appreciate your support. Fabulous. Okay, Douglas, earning 1% of my earnings on selling calls this Wednesday. Thanks so much. It's like creating your own dividend. It's amazing. There you go. Making money by selling call contracts. If you wrote call contracts that expired this Friday on GameStop, you kept all the money because they died worthless today under $160 a share. And if you were writing $200 call contracts, 210s and 220s expiring this week or next week or the week after, you're all up money on those. You're being paid to hold your stock while we go through this nonsense. What can I say? Autograph both Bruce and Jen. If you want a double autograph, you just let us know. You send me a PayPal donation. You say, Bruce, here's $60 American. We want a cell phone amplifier. I want you and Jen to autograph it. We'll do it for you. Yeah, sure. Be happy to do that for you. You let us know. Don't forget to include your address when you send us the donation, because without the address, I don't know where to send it. Absolutely can be done. All right. I'll buy an option to get Tony back. It's the blue spruce tooth, genuine Bruce wood. Some of these are made with wood from old barns that used to stand around here. It's all reclaimed wood. It's pretty cool stuff. What can I say? There you have it. What can I say? Let's see. Trey interviewed Jordan Belfort 2 days ago. Jordan said that GameStop and AMC stock runs are total scams, total speculation. His dismissive comments make me believe more in the corrupt shorting. There you go. Bruce, are you still doing one-on-ones? I am still doing one-on-ones. If you'd like to have a one-on-one session, send me a private email. The address is right here at hotmail.com, brucefarm@hotmail.com. If you'd like to have a one-on-one private session with me, Saturdays and Sundays is when I do it. And I will be happy to pencil you in as quick as I can. I charge $400 US an hour for a one-on-one. We do it right here on YouTube. I set you up with the StreamYard app. I just send you a link. You just link in. I'll be sitting over here. You'll be sitting over here. And we'll have a chat. It works each and every time. That it's always a good time. And we can talk about whatever you want to talk about. Just send me a one-on-one message. Say, Bruce, I want to have a one-on-one session with you. When can you get me in? And I'll let you know. As soon as I have an opening, I'll send you the first opening I have, I'll just send it to you. And then just send us a payment. We'll lock you in, book you in, and then get you going. Aaron, Bruce, what do you think about NVOS? I don't know anything about it. Don't know who it is. Don't know what they are. Don't know what they do. I don't know what I don't know anything about it. Skippy, you betcha. Is there a Tony stock? Is there a TONY stock? I don't think so. Capital. Thanks for making investing so much fun, Bruce. I will see all you silly apes on Monday for the bell. Have a great weekend, everybody. Capital Change. You take care. Thank you for being here. Are you ready for the story? Are you ready for the 1988 Calgary Winter Olympics story and post-Olympic story? I got one for you. Let's see what we got here. Just double checking here. I'm so high, sorry. Tim Williams can't sign off stuff. Redbubble, it's print on demand. Can I get a signed picture of the famous Creston, the hole outside Creston hole? They've been filling it in all day. Thank God for that. And it's finally being looked after. It's just been a crazy time. Unbelievable. I think we just got an order, Jen, for cell phone amplifiers. Looks like 2. Someone just ordered 2 cell phone amplifiers for this with our autograph on it. So you betcha. They will be coming out. We've got a bunch on order from our guy, Marshall. And the first order in is the first shipment out. So the sooner you make a $60 donation, US or faster, you will get on the list to get this cell phone amplifier. If you want the one with the Sexton, let us know if you want that one specifically. But if you want this one right here, just tell us you want the Begle cell phone amplifier, and we'll get you set up ASAP. And we'll be happy to autograph them for you. Fantastic, everybody. Thank you for the donations. You betcha. Give away one as for a friend or one for yourself, one for your wife. You betcha. It's handmade by Marshall. And we're happy to support him. He's a fan of ours. And by the time I pay Marshall for this and the time I pay the postage service to send this, there isn't a lot left over, but it's more than happy that these are out there. And like I say, thank you, everybody, for being here and supporting us. Thanks, Bruce and Jen. Need one for either side of my not a flamethrower. There you go, Wally's World. There you go. We'll get them out to you, buddy. Fantastic. Jane Doe. It makes it louder. That's right. It's like magic. You turn your volume up on your phone, put the phone in there, and it's like it triples the volume of your telephone. It's incredible. Music across the room, across the house, or listening to me live on YouTube, however you're doing it. Watching one of my videos, listening to a video, listening to me chat, listening to me at twice the speed. It all works. Thank you, everybody. Love you, Tony. Bet you'll have a lot of catch-up comments once you're able to be seen. I think so. Brandon, yep, I saw it, and should be no one's hero. JB took his client's money, committed financial crimes. JB owns the Timber. I have no idea what that is. I already own a blue tooth speaker, acoustics and stuff. Only invest in the good stuff. I guarantee I bought the dip. Just get ready. Sitting Bull, yeah, Trey was a true professional. Felt sorry that JB did not support the corrupt, hedgy information and that Tony felt hurt. Does the volume go to 11? Easily goes to 11. Makes it go to 12. Great for listening to Bruce at the campsite. That's what they tell me. Nice, Uncle Bruce. You are the best. Tony, where's my $200? Tony, where's my $200? I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, folks, there you have it. So let me tell you a story about the Calgary Olympics. 1988. Calgary, it was pretty darn exciting. It was back in approximately 1980. I think it was 1983. They had the, or maybe 81 even, 81. They had the bids had to be made by bid cities around the world for the Winter Olympics in '88, and then 2 years later, the bids came in for the 1990 Summer Olympics and so on. You bid 6-7 years in advance of the games. You show the IOC what your plan is. What you're going to do for the bid. Calgary had the Calgary Flames Hockey Club. We just arrived into Calgary. We got the Calgary Flames from Atlanta. They left Atlanta, came to Calgary, and Calgary had an old barn of a hockey rink. It was the corral, the Stampede Corral is what we called it, and it held 8,000 people, and that was not suitable for any Olympic anything. And so the city of Calgary wanted to bid for the games, and at the same time, they wanted to build a brand new hockey arena for the NHL Calgary Flames Hockey Club. And so they designed and built this beautiful arena, which was the Saddle Dome, the Calgary Saddle Dome. And they said that they'll call it the Calgary Olympic Saddle Dome in honor of the Olympics. And they decided that they would build a bobsled run at the edge of town where the Canada Olympic Park facility is. Also for the luge run, they had that. And then they had the hill at Canada Olympic Park, which they were using for moguls and stuff. And then they proposed to build a Nordic ski center, cross-country ski center in Canmore, about 40 minutes out of the city. Beautiful area, which is gorgeous. And then right in the Banff gates, right inside the Banff National Park, Lake Louise, they were going to have the Olympic downhill at Lake Louise and all the slalom runs and everything. Beautiful. So the Olympics were, the World Cup of skiing has always been held at Lake Louise and other areas there. So this is no big deal. So the Ski Federation loved it. The Olympians, the bobsled Olympians, they loved the idea of a bobsled track right in the edge of the city limits of Calgary. We built the giant ski jumps. We're proposing all of that in the 1981 bid for the Olympics. And the delegation was sent overseas to Baden-Baden in Germany. That's where the bid was going to be made, where the announcement was going to be made who won the Olympic bid for 1988. And my cousin at the time was an RCMP officer, and he was selected by the force with another buddy of his to go over to Baden-Baden and wear that red tunic RCMP outfit with the hat, the whole 9 yards. And he was sent over there with the delegation from Calgary to get over. The mayor went over, and the premier of the province went over, and all the Olympic officials went over there, and they had been glad-handing for years, the IOC officials, to get this bid for the 1988 games. And a $1 billion build-out budget was proposed to do all this construction. This is 1988. That would be today like $15 billion is going to be spent. The city of Calgary at that time only had 600,000 people living in the city. 600,000. But that didn't deter the Olympic people from picking cities. You didn't have to be a metropolitan size of 10 million people to get the Olympic bid. Many Olympic bid cities were small villages where governments would pour a bunch of money into the region. So the government of Canada, they stepped up with support. The government of Alberta stepped up. The city of Calgary was going full bore. There were 35,000 people on the volunteer list that had signed up to volunteer for the games. We were ready to go. If we got the games were going to be a huge success. And Calgary is famous for the Calgary Exhibition and Stampede, the greatest outdoor show in the world every year. And so it was all going to be a big party. Well, my cousin gets over there, and he tells me over the years, it was a party, man. It was a heck of a party. Calgary had a big party room set up for the whole Baden-Baden experience, and everybody was ready. And it came down to the drawing of who was going to win the right to hold the 88 Olympic Games. And wouldn't you know it, they picked Calgary. Calgary won it, and oh man, the party was on. The city exploded in Calgary. Here in Calgary, the city exploded with pride. Everybody was you're so happy. We were really happy. Only about 1% of the population were against it. They thought it would be a boondoggle, kind of a complete disaster. But the rest of the city, we were ready for this event. And so the troop came back. The whole gang, a couple days later, they landed in Calgary, hungover and all, and they had the Olympics. They came home with the flag, the Olympic flag. And it flew over City Hall proudly now, because we were now an Olympic city on the map globally, which was a huge deal for the tourism business of Alberta and Calgary. And so for years, construction everywhere. Oh, man, it immediately got going. It was unbelievable. And we were all curious to wonder, what would the tickets be? How much would it cost to go? And when would they be on sale? And a lot of doubters out there were going, this is going to be a financial disaster. This is not going to work out. Calgary is going to lose hundreds of millions of dollars because it's just a small town in Western Canada, small city. Not going to happen. Well, surprise, surprise. About a year later, in 83, about 83 or so, an announcement was made that ABC Television, the ABC TV network from the USA, bought the rights to broadcast with Jim McKay as host the Olympics from Calgary. Why? Because ABC Television made a deal with the Olympic Committee that the hockey games for Team USA would be at prime time telecast, 6 o'clock every night, 8 o'clock Eastern time. The USA hockey team would be on national ABC television. You remember the Miracle in St. Placid? Yeah, Miracle on Ice. Well, this is 1988, and Americans were really hopeful for their Olympic team. Oh, another donation. We got a $60 donation for another Begle amplifier. Just came in. JSY Illustrations. You're number 3. You're the third order. You're in there. Fantastic. Anybody wants to get one of these, just send us a $60 US donation on PayPal. We will get you this. So ABC Television signs a $210 million television contract with the Olympic Committee from Calgary to broadcast the games in the United States. Figure skating would be prime time. Hockey, prime time. Ski jumping would be recorded during the day and telecast. It was a dream for ABC Television, a dream Olympics. In Western Canada, in the Mountain Time Zone, piece of cake. The logistics were perfect. They were pumped. ABC was ready. Of course, the worldwide TV rights were an easy sell, and this money, this $200 million, was coming in. That helped build out a whole bunch of the facilities of the games. Now the question was, would people buy tickets to go to the Olympics? That was the big question, because they had seating for 70,000 at the ski jump events. They had the figure skating in the Saddle Dome, 20,000 people per night for all nights of the games. Hockey games every day in the Saddle Dome. Curling was a demonstration sport in Calgary for a place of, I think it was at Maxwell Arena, 4,000 people for tickets, only 4,000. And it was only a demonstration sport, sold out. Every day of the Olympics for curling, for men's, women's, sold out. They could have sold out 20,000 seats per curling match had they played it right, but they didn't know. They didn't know it was a demonstration sport. It was early days.
We love our curling.
We loves our curling, says Jen. So the tickets go on sale. I said to Jen, all I want to see is a hockey. I just want to see the hockey games. I don't want to drive to the mountains to see skiing. I don't want to go to the bobsled event, because frankly, you can see it on TV much better than in person, because you're standing beside the bobsled run, and here it comes, and there it goes. That's all you get to see of a bobsled run. I'd rather watch it on TV at home, and so I didn't want to go see figure skating. I didn't want to see any of that stuff. So same with Jen. We just want to see the hockey. And Canada was represented, of course, and we had some Olympians. We had some NHL hockey players that were being brought in for the deal, although we knew we wouldn't win anything. We didn't have the best guys. But nonetheless, hockey was what it was all about. So the Olympic Committee said, if you'd like to get tickets, I'm going to put in the local newspapers for like a week. Every day will be an insert, a printed insert that you just buy a paper and pick one of these up, and it's a form that you just put your name and address on there and use a pen and just X what events you want to watch. So we took a look at it, and we found the hockey, and we asked for 2 tickets to every hockey game. Every single game, no matter who was playing, we wanted to watch hockey. And what they were showing us was day one, and it would be like Germany against Poland, and perhaps Sweden against the USA, and Canada against whatever. And we would just say, yep, 2 tickets for each one every day, every game. There were 3 games a day, at least, being held at the Saddle Dome. There was a game at 11 in the morning, a game at about 2, 3 in the afternoon, and then a game at 6 or so in the evening, prime time. We put down every day, 3 games a day, every day for the entire, gosh, what was it, 14 days, 16 days? I think we saw 40 games. And then we put down requests for the medal round, the final round, everything. And then we had to put in a check for a certain amount of money. I think we had to send them $1,000. I can't remember what it was. And we scrounged it up and we found the money and we sent a check in for the request and now we send it in and now you wait and see what happens. And wouldn't you know it, about 3 months later, we got a package in the mail from the Olympic Committee, and it's a letter confirming that your request has been addressed. You got everything you wanted. Every single game, including the gold medal game, right up to you got every request you wanted. And we had to come up with the rest of the money in like 60 days or something. We did that. And then they sent us a package by registered mail with all the tickets in it. And we had a stack of hockey tickets. 27 games, Jen is saying. 14 days, something like that, 27 or it was unbelievable. And we were talking to friends of ours and hearing talk about how people had requested tickets for the Olympics. And others were only interested in the hockey games because they only wanted the hockey tickets. But they only wanted the Canada games. They only wanted the Team Canada games. They didn't want any of the others. And others only wanted the gold medal game. That's all they wanted, just the gold medal game, like real support. Well, they got nothing. They got nothing. What we found out later was the Olympics went through all the requests, and anyone that asked for a ticket or 2 tickets for every game got it. Then they looked at the requests for how many people wanted most of the games. Then they got it. And then how many people wanted, as it went from top, like the most requests to the fewest requests. Anyone that wanted gold medal games, they were long sold out. You never got them. So you had to order at least 5 or 10 games to get something. We ordered every game. So we knew a year in advance, we knew that we would be going to the Olympics every day to the Saddle Dome, and we could literally walk there if we wanted to. But Jen was expecting Jen Jr. And this is February, and Jennifer Jr. was showing up in April. So Jen and I would take a cab over, or we would drive to the area and park and then walk in from there. And we were already season ticket holders for the Flames, so we were very familiar with the Saddle Dome. We were very familiar with all the amenities of the Saddle Dome and where all the seating was. And as far as the seats go, we had no way to know where our seats would be until our tickets arrived. And we just asked for the best available seats for any game, period. Whatever they could give us, we'll take the best seats you got. And for the first 5-6 days, we were at center ice. We had the choice seats in the upper balcony. We didn't want to be in the lower balcony. We wanted to be in the upper balcony because we had seasons tickets in the upper balcony, and we know how good those seats were. And so we had between the blue lines every game up until, I would say, until the quarterfinals. Right up, including the quarterfinals, we were at center ice or at the blue lines. Great seats every game. The final gold medal game, we were in the upper corner. We were up in and those are still great seats. And we really enjoyed it. It was Russia against, oh gosh, who was the gold medal? Was it Russia against Sweden or something like that for the gold medal? And Russia won it. As usual, Russia won the gold medal.
It was like college against high school.
Oh yeah, it was pro players against high school players. The Russians were just dancing around everybody in '88. The Iron Curtain was still up. The Berlin Wall was still up in 1988. It came down in '89. There was East Germany. There was West Germany. All this. Oh yeah, it was all going on. And so we had a blast. We just had a blast. We had so much fun watching the games going in the morning and knowing that we might not be home until 8 o'clock tonight. We would be there for 12 hours. And so we would have breakfast at home, and then we would go to the dome, Saddle Dome, and we'd have a bite to eat during the intermission. I would bring food from the stands to Jen and I, and we would eat food in our seats. High quality hockey food, hot dogs and burgers and fries, and popcorn and nachos with cheese. I mean, someone was eating for two, And so we were doing that. And after the second day, there was a moment in time where Jen was feeling pretty tired because she's carrying all this extra weight. And one of the we wanted to go upstairs to the lounge area, and we went up to the lounge area in the third period of the first game, and up there, we were enjoying a coffee and having a nibble or whatever, and the game ended. And normally, what would happen is the Saddle Dome would tell everyone you have to get out, and they would clear the building out after the first game, and they would do a big cleanup of all the seats, and then they would open the doors open to ticket holders to come in for the second game. Well, in Jennifer's case, they noticed how big Jen was, and we were talking to the manager of the restaurant in the lounge, and we're showing him we have tickets for the next game and tonight's game. We're actually here for all three games. And they took one look at Jen with Jen Jr., and she was pretty hefty, and they said, you guys can stay right here. You don't have to go out at all. We'll just take your ticket from here. You're good to stay for the second game, no problem, and the third game. So we never, from then on, we didn't have to go outside to wait an hour to come back in, where Jen had to stand on the concrete waiting to come back in. And so that made it easy. And they brought her a seat, a chair, so she could put her legs up. And so she had her legs up and make sure she was always had tea or whatever she wanted. And we were treated royally by the Calgary Exhibition and Stampede staff that was handling the Saddle Dome, handling this entire event. It was just fabulous. So we had a great time.
And the city of Calgary, because we have the Polish Canadian Club and the German Canadian Club and the Italian Canadian Club.
Oh, God, yeah.
They were treating these hockey players.
Oh, all the athletes from all these countries who came over.
They got fed.
They were housed, fed, entertained. Oh, gosh, the Polish Canadian Club, the German Canadian Club, the Danish Canadian Club, the Italian Canadian Club. I mean, every nation had the so-so Canadian Club in this, and they were ready. I mean, they couldn't wait for the Olympics to come in. They had all the officials coming over. Oh, they looked after them because unfortunately for anyone coming into the city, you needed a hotel room in Calgary during the Olympics. You're paying $500 a night for a hotel room that would normally be $89 a night. While all these officials, all these club members, they put the word out saying we need accommodation for all the Olympic team members or all their friends and all their family members that were coming over. I mean, the athletes had an Olympic village. They could stay in the Olympic village. That was at the University of Calgary. They built everything just for those guys. But the mums and the dads and the aunts and the uncles and the cousins and the brothers and the sisters, where do they stay? The Polish Canadian Club had everybody looked after, from all the Polish Canadian members, the Ukrainian clubs, the German club, the French club, the Italian club, all looked after. They were all in private homes, and they were all just royally treated, and they were showing all the sights, and they went out. Everybody had a party. It was a 2.5 week complete party.
And had great Chinook come in, and the weather was so warm.
Calgary is famous for Chinooks. So weather can be very cold, and then within a day can turn completely the opposite. And you can have highs in the 50s, in the 60s, in the middle of the winter time. And here we had, on the third day of the Olympics, we had a Chinook come in, and it warmed up everything into the 50s. And the people in downtown Calgary who were walking up and down what was called Stephen Avenue Mall, this is where no cars allowed. This is where all the lapel pin people were. All the lapel pin trading was going on, and all the souvenirs were for sale, and there were entertaining going on, and bands were playing, and the bars were lit up, and there were thousands of people walking up and down Stephen Avenue all day, all night long. And we were in the 50s and 60s. And I met so many Americans who would come up, because there were days where Jen and I would have a game in the morning, but we wouldn't have a game until the evening. So we'd go downtown to Stephen Avenue Mall using the LRT line, the subway line. We'd go downtown and we'd walk along Stephen Avenue for a little bit. And we'd be seeing people in all these lapel pins on their chests and stuff, and people mingling and talking to each other. It was just fantastic. It was such a great party. 16 days that the entire event took place. And it all went off without a hitch. Now, the next story is the post-Olympic story, all right? So after the games are over, I was thinking about what a great time we had and how much fun we had. And the beginning of the opening ceremonies and the closing ceremonies for the Calgary Winter Olympics in 1988 took place in the Calgary McMahon Stadium, which is where our football team plays football. It's the university property, and it's the home of the Calgary Stampeder Football Club, the professional team with the CFL. And they had rigged up the entire facility with additional temporary seating to go from 32,000 fans to 55 or 60,000 fans, and it was all sold out. You couldn't get a ticket to the opening or closing ceremony. And what they had at the one end of the stadium, they built this giant teepee. They had this giant teepee built, and it had this structure, this steel structure like this that came up, and then behind it there were these cloth banners that came down in a sort of a semicircle. And so from the front, you're looking at this gigantic teepee with these banners coming behind it. Beautiful for the cameras. Oh man, the cameras loved it. And if you ever see any photos of the opening and closing ceremonies of the Calgary Olympics, you'll see this gigantic teepee. And in the middle of the teepee, there was a hydraulic lift installed on the ground that lifted up the cauldron. And they had this cauldron come up, and this young gal came with the torch and lit it, and that lit the torch for the whole games. And so for the entire 12 days, this gigantic cauldron was the burning natural gas. The flame, the Olympic flame, was burning, and then behind it was this giant teepee behind it. So very, very symbolic, the Canadian of the Aboriginal community and so on. And so I was wondering what was going to happen with that cauldron, and what was going to happen with the teepee after the games were over. And so I was making some phone calls about a week after the games, and I ended up talking to somebody at the McMahon Stadium place where it was, and I found somebody with the Olympic Committee, and I ended up finding out that the cauldron, which where the flame was, they were planning to keep that at the stadium, the football stadium, in one of the corners of the stadium, and always have it there, but it would never be lit again. It would just be standing there as an icon to the games. Where the teepee, nobody knew what was going to happen to it. And I made some more phone calls, and I found out who built it. And I contacted the company that built the teepee under contract. And I talked to the owner, and I said to him, what's going to happen? He said, well, they only rented it from us. They had us build it, and they just paid us a fee to build it, then bring it to the stadium, install it, and then after the games, they paid us to take it away, and it's now here at our yard, lying on the ground, and there's no plans for it whatsoever. We're probably going to scrap the metal. I said, what's it worth? Like, what would it cost to buy it? He said, we were paid $90,000 to build it. That was all the metal and painting it and designing it. And I said, man, that's got to be saved. He said, well, that's what I was hoping it would be done. Someone would save this thing and install it somewhere as a symbol of the games. And I thought, man, wouldn't it be great to save the teepee? But how could it be done? He says, if you come up with something, I'll sell it to you for I'll just sell it to you for the cost. It's $90,000. We don't even want to make any money on it. We were just happy to have it resurrected. So I said, well, I'll see what I can do. So I made some more phone calls, and I found out that no one had a plan. No one had a plan for this thing. And I went to City Hall, and I went to my council member, the area of Calgary I lived. I went to the councilman's office that represented my area, and I introduced myself to him. I made an appointment, saw him, and I told him what I was doing. I said, this teepee was used for the games. I had photos of it. He said, yeah, that was really great. I said, there's no plan for this thing. I said, I was wondering if it's possible to find a way to save this thing through some kind of a charitable organization that could be created to save the teepee. And he thought it was a great idea. I said, the problem is that it's got to go somewhere. And he says, well, the city of Calgary has a lot of land, that it can go on a lot of places. And I thought, well, what about if we put the teepee right in downtown Calgary, where we have a park called Prince's Island Park. It's a city park where you walk through the downtown core, you come into this open area, you walk across a bridge, and then you're on this island, and it's about a mile long and about a quarter mile wide, and it's a beautiful place to go for a stroll in the winter. And in the summertime, people go picnicking here. They have folk festivals here. They have all kinds of events on Princess Island Park. I said, what about if we were to design it in such a way that we could build the teepee on top of the bridge that you walk across now, and you would walk through the Olympic teepee to get to the island, and you'd walk through the teepee to walk back into the city of Calgary. It could be a real photography thing. And if we could get the cauldron that's at McMahon Stadium, we could put that in front of the teepee. We could have it there. We could light it again and have it lit all the time, or on weekends or on special occasions. Now you've got the cauldron with the teepee behind it into a park right downtown. He thought this is brilliant. He said, this is a great idea. I got to get you in front of the mayor. You got to visit the mayor, because the mayor of the city was Ralph Klein, who was the mayor of the city who got the bid, the original guy. You got to tell Ralph this. You got to tell Ralph, the mayor, what's going on, Mayor Ralph. So I made an appointment with the mayor of Calgary. And a week later, I was in the mayor's office, just me and him. And I introduced myself to him, and I said to him, I'm not involved with the Olympics at all. I'm just a citizen. I'm creating a charity. I want to preserve the teepee. He said, the teepee? What happened to the teepee? I said, it's in a scrapyard. It's getting ready to be chopped up. He goes, no way. I said, yeah. I said, but I got an idea. I met with council member so-and-so, talked to him about it. He thought it would be a great idea to talk to you. How about this? And I had a map. And I opened up the map of the city, and I said, Your Worship, how about this? And then I showed him photos of the teepee, and I showed him where it could be going, what we could do with it. And he thought, this is brilliant. This is brilliant. Yes, this would be a great idea. And I said, I'll just do it through a charitable organization that I'll form. We'll take no money for it. We'll raise money to save it, and we'll get it installed. And I think the citizens will get behind it. He says, you got my support right now. You tell me what you want me to do, and I'm in. So I said, I think I need to talk to the premier of the province. He said, yes, you do. You need to talk to the premier of the province. It's kind of like the governor of the state, because he too was involved in the whole thing. And so I sent a letter to the premier, and I got a letter back saying, you tell us what you need from us. We'll help you fund it. You raise money as a charity. We'll match you. We'll figure out a way to do it. We're contacting the government of Canada on your behalf, because this is all, organization after organization. So I thought, great. Okay, we got momentum. We got momentum here. We got to now find a way to make this happen. So my public company at the time was traded on the Alberta Stock Exchange. And we thought we would create a charity named after the public company, and that would get some press for us, a little exposure. Nothing wrong with that. And so we created we had a company called Profile Capital, which is trading on the market. And now we created Profile Charitable Foundation. And so now we needed to figure out a way to raise money. And I thought, I know how to raise money. This is easy. We're going to create lapel pins. TP lapel pins is what we're going to create. And we'll sell these TP lapel pins to the public. The money from the lapel pins will go towards the TP fund to buy the teepee and preserve the teepee. And that way every citizen can show their support of the project by buying a pin. Wear a pin proudly. So I thought, that's what we're going to do. But I need media to help me out. So I contacted the media that covered the Olympic Games in Calgary, which was the CFAC television station on Broadcast Hill in Calgary. And I met with the manager of the station. And I told him the idea. And I told him that the council member liked it. The mayor liked it. The premier liked it. And this guy's going, we like it. This is fantastic. He says, we need a project right now to sink our teeth into as a charitable venture, because our license comes up every year with the Canadian Regulatory Television Commission. And this is one of those. We're helping out a local charity save an icon project. This is brownie points for our station. Perfect for you guys. We will make commercials at no charge to you. We will do commercials with our team here, and we'll show off the teepee as it would look like, as it will actually look in the place you want to put it. We'll put all this together. So they made a poster for us. We had this beautiful poster of the teepee standing in downtown Calgary over the bridge going to Princess Island. Oh, beautiful. And he said, you need to talk to businesses for support. I said, I will be talking to businesses right away. I contacted Safeway, the grocery store chain, told them the plan, the head of marketing. They said, we're in. We're in. We will buy from you 5,000 pins, guaranteed. We'll give you 25,000 bucks. We'll sell them. Don't worry about it. We'll buy, guaranteed, 25 grand worth. Contacted one of the corner store chains, Max Milk Stores in Calgary at the time, kind of like 7-Eleven. They guaranteed $25,000 for 5,000 pins. Then I talked to Shoppers Drug Mart, kind of like a Rite Aid or a QVC kind of place. They guaranteed $25,000 of funding automatically. They took 5,000 pins right off the bat. So I already sold 15,000 lapel pins. I haven't made them yet. I've sold 15,000 pins. I got a TV network. I went to CBC television and everyone else got the media on board. So now we designed a lapel pin, got it made in Montreal in Canada. They cost us $1 a piece or something like that. We flew them out, and now we needed a distributor, how to get them out. I already knew I would print boards, cardboard stands that would stand up on counters beside cash registers that looked like a teepee. And we put the pins on the teepee itself, and the $5 sticker, support your Calgary Olympic Teepee Fund. The public knew all about it because they would go, oh, those are the pins for that teepee I saw on TV the other day. And so easy sell. So we now needed foot soldiers to sell pins on the ground. And my best buddy from the brokerage days, my guy, my back office guy, he was a Lions member from the Lions Club. And he said, Bruce, you come to the Lions, you come into our meeting next Tuesday, you're going to chat to 100 members of the Lions Club, every chapter all around Calgary. They're all coming in to listen to you speak about the resurrection of the Calgary Olympic Teepee, and we're going to take you on. So I went to the meeting the next Tuesday. I got in front of 150 of these guys and told them the story about the Olympic Teepee and what we're doing. They're in. The unanimous, we're in. Now I had the Lions clubs selling the pins for me to human beings, one-on-one. And so that's how we got it started. I ordered 50,000 lapel pins to start. We sold them all. Within 3 weeks, they were all gone. I ordered 50,000 more, and everything was going great until one day I got a phone call. I got a phone call, and it was from the lead legal officer, the number one lawyer for the city of Calgary. And he wanted to know if you could come down. Can you come down to City Hall? We want to talk to you about that incredible project of yours, just from a legal end of it. I said, oh, sure, yeah, no problem. I thought nothing of it. Went down to City Hall. And I thought I would meet with him and some senior city people. No. I met the guy, and we went up to an office area. And we went into a little meeting room, and there were 3 people in the room. Me, the lawyer for the city of Calgary, and a mystery man, a third man who I don't know. And I get introduced to the third man, and he is with Canada Olympic Park. He's with Canada Olympic Park. And how are you? How are you? And I see you. We sit down, we have a chat, and the lawyer is saying, really impressed. We are really impressed with what you've been able to do with this project. It's been fantastic. What a running start you have. Way to go. But we wanted to talk to you about the location of the TP. We want to talk to you about the final location. I'm going, okay, what do you have in mind? And the 2 of them thought it would be a really good idea that the TP end up at Canada Olympic Park, where all the ski jumps are, where the bobsled run is, the luge run, over there. And I said, well, if you want it there, why don't you just buy the teepee from the guys who had it and just install it? I mean, it's going to take $250,000. I calculated about $250,000 at the time to do it all. You guys have got the money. You guys got like $30 million in a trust account that you guys raised from all the TV money you got, all the attendance you got, all the grants you keep getting. You've got all these Olympic organizations that train at your facility now. I mean, you guys are swimming in money. Why don't you just cough up $250,000 and do it yourselves? And they said, well, we'd rather just make it a people effort. And this is such a feel-good project. We just want to work it through you. And I'm thinking, oh, so you want me to raise all the money, to do all the sweat equity, and then give you the TP, just hand it to you, so you can put it right over here and now call it the Canada Olympic TP project and get all the get all the glory? Is that, am I reading this right? Oh no, Bruce, we don't want you to get the wrong impression. We don't want you to feel that, that this is happening, but we just have issues with respect to where you want it to go. We don't think it can go where you want it to go. So in other words, the lawyer for the city of Calgary out and out said to me, you're not getting that spot you want. You're not going to put it on city property at all. You're going to put it where I tell you to put it. And I'm telling you, you're going to put it over there. That's where you're going. And you're going to thank me later for taking it off your hands, because nowhere in this city of Calgary are you going to get a permit through this law office to put it anywhere. And it's going here or shut the hell up. And I thought to myself, oh yeah, watch this. So I thank you. We'll talk to you later. No problem. I left the office, went back to my office, and I told my business partner what's going on. He couldn't believe it, could not believe it. And I said, I have a solution to this problem. I said, it's going to go somewhere else where it will be wanted, it will be appreciated, and it will be accessible to anyone for free anytime. Because inside Canada Olympic Park, you might have to pay an admission fee to get here. There might be restrictions to get to this. This is not open land that anyone can just go to. And I had been contacted by the city of Medicine Hat. The city of Medicine Hat was saying, if you ever have problems finding a home for this thing, we would love to have it. We would love that. We have Aboriginal land right near our city, like literally just off the main Trans-Canada Highway, the highway between Vancouver and the Maritimes, the Samis Indian land. We have it right there. And we would have a spot of honor for this TP that anyone could see it 24 hours a day. It'll be lit day and night right by the highway. I mean, it's right there. It's things 22 stories high. No one will miss it. We would love to have it. If you ever have problems, you let us know. So I said, I'll let you in. I'll let you in on that. I'll let you know. Anyway, the next morning, I get another phone call. I get a phone call from a reporter from the television station that is my sponsor. I get a call from a news reporter. He says, I wanted to know if I could have an interview with you to get an update on how you're doing. I said, yeah, sure. Come on down. I'd love to talk to you. No problem. So he comes to the office with a cameraman. We sit down in my boardroom table, and everything's fine. How nice to see you, blah, blah, blah. And let's start the camera. Okay, let's go. And he says to me, we're hearing there's rumors going around that you're having problems with the TP. Is that right? And I'm going, I haven't heard that. What do you mean? What problems are you talking about? Well, apparently the city of Calgary has rejected your interest, your offer of the TP, and that you've refused to negotiate with the city of Calgary to perhaps find a more suitable location for the TP. Why are you being so resistant? The lawyer called this dog reporter to sick him on me, and they recorded me without. I had no idea what was going on, and I'm just saying, well, we're doing the best we can. We're raising money from the public. We're selling a lot of these pins, and we're all excited about the future, and hopefully we can work this out. And so that was the end of the interview, and off he went. And then it played on the news that, there's problems in the TP land. All kinds of. And then we had another little development. While all this is going on, this is like months and months of time. The mayor, the guy that liked my project, he quit, resigned, and he was going to the provincial politics up in Edmonton. And they needed an interim mayor to run the mayor's office for 6 months. And they brought in a guy, one of the council members, to be the mayor. Not my guy, but another council member. And this guy was saying, I'm just going to run the mayor's office for 6 months, and then I retire, and then there'll be an election, and the citizens of Calgary will pick their new mayor. 2 months into this deal, he changes his mind. He decides he wants to be mayor after all. He throws his hat in the ring to run for mayor. And one of the first orders of business that this administration is going to do is clean up the dirty business going on in Calgary, led by that scumbag who's doing that TP thing and ripping everybody off. And I'm going, what is going on? I'm the lead guy in a re-election campaign? What is happening? And that's when I picked up the telephone and I phoned the city of Medicine Hat. And I said, you guys still interested in getting that TP over there? Oh, yeah. oh, we'd love to have this teepee down here. We have already arranged funding to build it out. We would love to have it. I said, I'll tell you what, boys. If you can cut us a check for $90,000, that teepee is yours. We bought it for $90,000. We'll sell it to you for $90,000. And this allowed us to pay all our bills off because we had all kinds of bills that we had amassed for all of our projects and stuff, and all of our architectural drawings, and we had all got renderings and everything else. And so we were free and clear. And the teepee ended up going to the city of Medicine Hat. I signed it over there as quick as I could. And then we called a press conference. And I said, thank you, everybody, for all your help and everything. But unfortunately, the city of Calgary has rejected the free gift of the Olympic teepee, the Calgary Olympic teepee that was going to be given to the city and the citizens of the city for free from all of you who bought a lapel pin. The city has rejected it, and the mayor has rejected it, and no one wants it anymore. It is now going to Medicine Hat, and it'll be sitting beside the Trans-Canada Highway in Medicine Hat for perpetuity. And we are delighted that the Samus group over there are going to run it. And sure enough, within 2 years, it was standing beside the Trans-Canada Highway where it stands to this present day. You go Google, do a Google search, the world's largest teepee. You'll find the Calgary Olympic teepee. You can also do that for a Google search. You'll find it, photos of it everywhere. I made a video about it on YouTube about September of 17, only the second month that I was a YouTuber. I made a video about the teepee structure. And you can see it for yourself. I'm standing underneath it and walking around it. She's 20-something stories high, and here we are in 2021. The 1988 Olympic teepee is still standing in Medicine Hat, Alberta, and she's beautiful. And she's designed to withstand 200-mile-an-hour winds, and the city of Calgary got nothing. And that lawyer, you can know where you can go. He's long gone. He didn't get it. Can Olympic Park didn't get it. No one was messing with us. And we made that move. And that's the story of the Calgary Olympic teepee and the 1988 Calgary Olympics, all in one story. And I still have, to this day, some of those teepee pins. I still have some of those teepee Olympic pins left over. And occasionally I sell one here and there. We had so many plans to raise more money for that thing. Oh, it was all shot to hell. But what are you going to do? The folks in Medicine Hat asked me, would you like to come down to the opening ceremonies when we dedicate? I said, no, I can't come. I said, I've been accused by politicians in Calgary of being a publicity hound, that all I want to do is promote myself, and that it's all about me. And I said, it was never about me. It was always about the teepee. It was always for the city. And I cannot be involved with the teepee anymore in any public capacity because it would feed into their story. I just can't do it. So you guys have to take it from here. They asked me to come to a dinner. They had a celebratory dinner when they got it built. They wanted me to be the speaker, the guest speaker, to talk about the history of the entire, how I saved it. I had to turn that down. I said, I can't do it, guys. Can't do it. Here in Calgary, it's just a raging inferno of crap. And I'm just not going to give anyone the satisfaction to try to pin me with any kind of sinister press. And I thought, you try to do something good for your own city, look what it gets you. Look what it gets you. Tarnishing my reputation for a while, trying to make me look like a bum and a scumbag. And they wanted to audit the books of the charity. Where did the money go? Well, what you ripped us off. You ripped off everybody. We did an audit. We released the audited statements. No problem whatsoever. Everything above board, everything accounted for, every final dime accounted for. And all the hours that I put in and that my business partner put in and all the volunteers put in, wasted millions of dollars of effort and tears and sweat. It took 2 years for nothing. And the guy,
we still saved it.
That's true. The guy who ran for mayor lost. He didn't get elected. He didn't get elected because the public said, you lied to us. You said you're only going to be a mayor for 6 months. You lying bastard. You came back and ran for mayor. Up yours. You're not mayor of this town. And then you're going after the teepee guy? That's your, no way. So he lost. Oh, what can I say? Anyway, the teepee was saved and it's in Medicine Hat and I'm a happy guy.
That was easy.
That was easy. Such an easy thing to save that teepee. And there's your story. There's your story today.
And when we get back to real life, you can go and watch live concerts at the bottom of the TV.
That's true. They hold live concerts on the bottom of the TP from time to time. They have events there. Anyone can go. It's free to walk around it, touch it, photograph it, free parking, free, all free, and it's adored and loved by everybody. And I'm a happy guy. I'm a happy guy. I did what I had to do. I saved it from getting cut up and just thrown away. It was going to be scrapped, and I saved it. There you have it. There's your story. Check it out. If you ever get a chance.
Afternoon story time.
That's your afternoon story time from your buddy Uncle Bruce. But yeah, you got to wonder what all the stuff we went through to just to do stuff. Of course, when you're 65 years old, you have history, and there's just sometimes you just draw a line in the sand and say enough's enough. That's it. You guys have blown your opportunity. You want to take advantage of a little charity? Oh yeah, watch this, boys. You're not as powerful as you think you are. And we turned the tables on those buggers.
The bullshit meter goes off.
The bullshit meter went off. Yeah, Jen was not happy. I wasn't happy. My volunteers, they all said, "You're doing the right thing. You're the stand-up guy. You're the stand-up guy. The only guy that's a stand-up guy." Even I called the manager of the TV station. I said, did you see your news tonight? Did you watch your news tonight where your little hound dog came after me? What is going on? You guys are sponsors of this thing.
Yeah.
And then you allow this guy. He said, well, we don't control the news department. He can do whatever he wants. I said, well, you guys look like a bag of crap tonight, and I can't help you, buddy. I cannot help you against this. It was unbelievable. But anyway, it is the way it was. We did what we did. We did it the best way we could.
You're getting over it.
And I'm over it. I'm all over it. It's all good. I don't live with it now. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's your story. There's your story. I'm 2 hours and 5 minutes. I'm over the show. And what can I say? I love all your comments. I see a zillion of them coming through. I just haven't had time to see them. But thank you, everybody. Eddie the Eagle did jump at the games. He did jump. We saw it on TV.
The Jamaican bobsled team.
Then we had the Jamaica bobsled team.
And we learned how Aussies can drink.
We learned how Aussies can drink.
They are serious party people.
They are serious party people. The Aussies know what they're doing when it comes to partying. Same with the Austrians and the Swiss, the Germans and the Italians. And they knew how to party in an Olympic. Oh my God, did they know how to party? Oh gosh, we had fun. Anyway, it was a great time. We have fond memories of the games. We really do. Very fond memories of the games. It was just the way it was. But what can I say? Lots of memories. All right, well, there it is. I got to go. I hope you enjoyed the show today. I hope you enjoyed the stories. Thank you for the thumbs ups. If you did give thumbs ups to me today, we don't have very many thumbs ups today, but we do appreciate all the thumbs ups you could spare. I appreciate that. Still 1,000 of you hanging around. Unbelievable, you guys. Thank you so much for your support of this YouTuber. $156 a share on the stock. We'll have to see how it does tomorrow on Monday. Keep an eye open on the channel through the weekend. I might pop a video up here and there. Thank you all for all of the things you've done for us. Thank you for some of you picking up some of these cell phone amplifiers. We got 3 ordered already. I haven't even pushed them yet. We'll talk about them a little more next week. Anyway, thank you guys so much. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday, 1 hour before the opening. Have a good time in the meantime. Stay healthy for me. Don't get ill. Do what they tell you to do. Get your shots. We'll talk to you later. Bye for now.